Patricia Ann Boyd was born on March 17, 1944, in the historic town of Taunton, Somerset, England, to Colin Ian Langdon Boyd and Diana Frances Boyd. Her father served in the Royal Air Force, which meant that during her early years, the family moved frequently, sometimes even living abroad. This nomadic childhood gave Pattie a worldly perspective from an early age and taught her adaptability, poise, and resilience, qualities that would later define both her modeling career and personal life. After her father's discharge from the RAF in 1953, the family returned to England, settling down and creating a more stable home environment. As the eldest sibling, Pattie naturally took on a nurturing role toward her brother Colin and her two sisters, Jenny and Paula. Later, when her parents remarried, her family grew to include two stepbrothers, David and Robert Jr., and two stepsisters, Claire and Julia. Growing up in such a large and blended family gave Pattie early lessons in social grace, patience, and emotional intelligence, skills that would serve her well in both the professional and personal challenges ahead. Education and early career aspirations. Pattie Boyd completed her schooling in 1961, earning 3 GCE ordinary level passes, an achievement that reflected her diligence and intelligence. Although academics provided a foundation, her true passion leaned toward artistry and personal expression. In 1962, she moved to London, a city in the midst of a cultural and creative explosion where youth culture was reshaping fashion, music, and social norms. Pattie began working at Elizabeth Arden's salon as a shampoo girl, but her beauty, charm, and natural presence soon caught the attention of a staff member from Honey magazine, who suggested she consider modeling. It was an idea that would alter the course of her life forever. Rise in the world of fashion. By 1962, Pattie was fully immersed in modeling, quickly establishing herself as a rising star. She worked initially in London and soon branched out to Paris, appearing in prestigious publications, including Honey, British Vogue, Vanity Fair, and the French edition of Elle newspapers, such as the Daily Telegraph and the Times, also featured her, marking her as one of the era's most recognizable faces. Her sophisticated yet youthful appearance captured the spirit of the early 1960s, a blend of innocence and boldness that mirrored a generation redefining itself. Working with legendary photographers like David Bailey, Terence Donovan, and Brian Duffy, Pattie helped define the iconic image of swinging London. Alongside contemporaries like Jean Shrimpton, she represented a fresh, liberated form of femininity, a shift away from the highly polished glamour of the 1950s toward a freer, more natural elegance. Entering the spotlight, the Beatles' connection. In early 1964, Pattie's modeling career took a surprising turn when she was cast in a television advertising campaign for Smith's Crisps, directed by Richard Lester. Impressed by her screen presence, Lester offered her a small role as a schoolgirl in A Hard Day's Night, the Beatles' first feature film. On set, Pattie met George Harrison, the band's lead guitarist, and an instant connection developed. This marked the beginning of a relationship that would intertwine her life with one of the most iconic musical phenomena in history. Their romance unfolded under the intense glare of Beatlemania, a period of fame and public scrutiny that was as exhilarating as it was challenging. The relationship also enhanced her profile, elevating her from a top model to a cultural figure, embodying the style, elegance, and energy of 1960s London. Expanding horizons and personal ventures, Pattie Boyd's growing fame led to further modeling opportunities with British Vogue, Vanity Fair, and other notable publications. She worked with prominent photographers and appeared in advertising campaigns for brands like L'Oreal and Smith's. Her charm and elegance earned her recognition as one of the most glamorous women connected to the Beatles, yet she also sought creative pursuits beyond modeling. Alongside her sister Jenny, Pattie co-founded the boutique Jennifer Juniper in Chelsea Market, specializing in antiques, jewelry, and artwork. She acted as the buyer, exploring markets and galleries to curate unique pieces, while Jenny managed daily operations. The boutique became a gathering place for artists, musicians, and trendsetters, reflecting Pattie's evolving interest in style, design, and culture beyond fashion. Modeling, milestones, and legacy. Throughout the late 1960s and 1970s, Pattie continued to work with influential designers and photographers, appearing in memorable photo shoots, including collaborations with her sisters and iconic models like Twiggy. She remained a muse to photographers and designers, blending sophistication with natural grace, Her modeling work not only defined trends, but also influenced cultural perceptions of femininity, promoting a style that was elegant yet approachable, stylish yet genuine. Even as fashion evolved, Pattie maintained relevance, adapting to new styles while preserving the classic charm that had first captured the public's imagination. Marriage to George Harrison. Pattie's personal life reached a new chapter when she married George Harrison on January 21st, 1966, during the peak of Beatlemania. Their connection had begun 2 years earlier on the set of A Hard Day's Night, and though their courtship faced the challenges of public scrutiny and long separations, they remained deeply devoted to one another. Their early years together were full of creativity, companionship, and shared experiences, including hosting friends like Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, and members of the Rolling Stones at their home. Yet, as George delved more deeply into spirituality, meditation, and Indian philosophy, emotional distance began to grow between them. Pattie, though intrigued by these pursuits, often felt on the periphery of his inner world. Over time, the pressures of fame, George's evolving priorities, and long periods of separation tested their marriage. Navigating love and heartbreak. Despite their love, Pattie experienced the loneliness and challenges that often accompany high-profile relationships. George's growing spiritual focus and the temptations surrounding a life in the public eye gradually created distance. Complicating matters further, Eric Clapton, George's close friend, developed feelings for Pattie, a love that inspired some of the most famous songs in rock history. This period was emotionally complex for her. She cared deeply for George, yet felt the pull of attention and affection from others, particularly Clapton. Pattie remained committed to her marriage for as long as possible, cherishing the moments of connection and shared light between them, while navigating the difficulties of fame, expectation, and personal growth. Separation and reflection. By 1974, Pattie made the difficult decision to leave George, recognizing that the distance between them had become insurmountable. Their divorce was finalized in 1977, but their bond remained meaningful. Reflecting later, Pattie described George not only as her first great love, but also as a man of deep curiosity and spiritual insight. Even after separation, they maintained a quiet friendship, demonstrating forgiveness, understanding, and respect. When George passed away in 2001, Pattie mourned deeply, acknowledging the lasting impact he had on her life and personal development. She remembered him as a person of gentle spirit, wisdom, and humor, whose presence had shaped her understanding of love, life, and spirituality. Reflecting on George Harrison. At 81, Pattie Boyd has spoken openly and candidly about her marriage to George Harrison, offering a nuanced perspective shaped by decades of reflection. She recalls the magic of their early romance and the challenges of being married to someone in the extraordinary spotlight of Beatlemania. Pattie emphasizes that while their love was real and transformative, it was not a fairy tale. She remembers George as a man of depth and sensitivity, whose spiritual journey sometimes left her feeling like an outsider. Their relationship, though complex, was formative, teaching her lessons about patience, love, and self-discovery. Over time, their bond evolved into a friendship marked by gratitude and forgiveness, a testament to the enduring connection they shared despite the passage of years. Legacy and human story. Pattie Boyd's life reflects a remarkable journey through art, love, fame, and self-discovery. As a model, she shaped fashion and culture. As a muse, she inspired music and creativity. As a woman, she navigated the complexities of love and loss with courage and grace. Her story with George Harrison and Eric Clapton captures the emotional richness of her life, while highlighting her strength, compassion, and insight. Today, she shares her experiences not as sensational headlines, but as a deeply human story of love that is real, relationships that teach, and a life shaped by choices, forgiveness, and resilience. Reflecting on her journey, Pattie reminds us that love may not always last forever, but it can leave an indelible mark, guiding who we become and shaping the legacy we leave behind. Conclusion. Pattie Boyd's reflections offer an intimate and humanizing look into the world of 1960s culture, the Beatles, and the music that defined a generation. She honors her past with honesty, compassion, and clarity, celebrating love in all its beauty and complexity. Her story is one of personal growth, artistic influence, and enduring emotional resonance, illustrating that behind the fame and public adulation is a woman who lived fully, loved deeply, and found peace on her own terms. Through her words, we understand not only the life of a model and muse, but the journey of a person shaped by extraordinary experiences, yet grounded in authenticity, resilience, and human connection